Have you ever hit a stretch in this business where everything should be working, but nothing is? You're dialing, you're showing up, and you're doing the right things, but the results still feel flat. And if you've been in sales longer than 5 minutes, you know exactly what I mean. And real quick, if you're new to the channel or you're an agent looking for real training, my agency is always looking for people who want to grow the right way. And if that's you, stay to the end. I'll tell you how to reach out, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe. But today, I want to talk about something most people in this industry avoid, because it's not a sales tactic, it's faith. And not just religious faith, though for some people, that's part of it. I'm talking about the kind of faith that carries you through your career when the numbers start to wobble. Whenever the leads go cold and when the wind feels far away. The truth is, this business doesn't run on hype. It runs on faith. So let's break that down. Here's something that they never tell you in the big training calls. Insurance is a belief-based business. Every call you make, every door you knock on, and every client conversation that you start is built on the belief that something good can happen. You don't see the sale before the dials happen. You don't see the momentum before it hits. You don't see the win before the work. But you act anyway. And that's faith. And the agents who last, they don't survive on motivation alone because that's going to burn out. They survive on belief, consistency, and purpose. Motivation is loud. Faith is quiet. Motivation sparks. Faith sustains. Motivation feels good, but faith carries you when nothing's feeling good. Every agent eventually hits a moment where they ask, is this where I'm done? Is this where I say the business just wasn't for me? That moment is actually the real test. Not your first sale, not your first appointment. It's the moment that faith becomes more than just a word. Some people find it in God. Some people find it in mindset. And some people, they find it in the promise that they made to their family. Others, they find it in the responsibility that they feel towards the people that they're serving. Whatever keeps you moving when everything feels heavy, that's faith. Let's talk about both sides. We all know about religious faith. And if you're someone with a religious background, you already know what this looks like. You believe that there's purpose in the struggle. You believe that your efforts mean something. And you believe that you're guided, even when it's not obvious. And in this business, that's the kind of grounding that can save careers. When the client hangs up on you, when the chargeback hits, or when you did everything right and you still lost the sale, having something bigger than you to lean on gives you stability that most people just never build. But let's also talk about non-religious faith. You don't need religion to have faith. You can have faith in your training, faith in families that you're helping, and faith in the long game instead of a quick hit. Faith is simply the belief that even if you don't see it yet, you know it's coming if you still show up today. That's the heartbeat of success in this industry. The hardest days aren't when you're new. The hardest days are when you've been doing everything right and life still punches you in the gut. That's when most agents quit. Not because they're weak, but because they're running on energy and hope until that point, not belief. Faith doesn't burn out. If you only work when you feel good, you'll never make it. If you work because you believe that the work matters, even when it's uncomfortable, you'll outlast 90% of the industry. I can tell you from experience, I've had times where the numbers didn't match the effort. Weeks where I didn't make any money. Days where sitting down to dial were harder than anything else in my mind at the time. But even in those moments, quitting was never an option. Not because everything felt perfect that minute, but because I believed in the long game more so than my short term frustration. That belief, that faith, has carried me through those times that were trying to shake me out of the industry. Every breakthrough that I've ever had started long before the results showed up. And if you've been around long enough, you know exactly what I mean. Here's the truth: if faith isn't a part of your business is not going to carry you through the hard times. Because insurance is not a straight line career. You can do everything right and still have a rough run. You can put in the hours and you'll still hit a dry patch. You can reinvest, train, dial, study, and you'll still feel stuck. Most people, they break down right there. But the last agent, the one that says, I don't know when the breakthrough's coming, but I know it's on its way. That's the win. That belief is the edge. That consistency of showing up when it's tough separates the short timers from the career makers. If you're in a rough season, if the wins feel like they're far away, or if you're just wondering if you're built for this, lean into faith, whatever that looks like for you. Is it faith in God? Faith in discipline? Faith in your training? Maybe it's faith in your potential. You have to have faith in your mission, because the truth is, the agents who succeed are not the ones that have everything perfect. They're the ones who stay grounded when everything around them is messy. And if you're watching this, it probably means that you're someone built for more. If you want to plug into a team that trains you, supports you, and has an internal lead system that's made millionaires, reach out. We're at BlackRockINS.com. That's BlackRockINS.com. We're always looking for good people that want to build a real career, not just chase noise or pretend that they're going to be a millionaire. And if this helped you today, you're already closer than you think.